For my assignment, I did a scale of 4 inches for every 100 million years in time. So starting off at, and I used a sticky note for each event in time. So the first event was the modern humans, which happened at 250,000 years ago, and that would be represented with 0.1 of an inch at that time. And then the next was the development of hominins at 6.5 million years ago, and that would be at 1/4 of an inch. And then the development of modern birds, which happened 55 million years ago, and that would be at 2.2 inches. And then the extinction of dinosaurs, which happened 66 million years ago, which would be at 2.6 inches. Then there was the bees, which happened 100 million years ago, which would be at 4 inches. And then the development of flowers, which happened 130 million years ago, which would be at 5.2 inches on the scale. Then the first mammals, 160 million years ago, which would be at 6.4 inches on the scale. Then the opening of the Atlantic Ocean, which would happen 190 million years ago, and would be at 7.6 inches on the scale. Then there was the first viruses, which happened 200 million years ago, which would be at 8 inches on the scale. And the first dinosaurs, which happened 225 million years ago, which would be at 9 inches on the scale. Then there were the first reptiles at 300 million years ago, which would be at 12.2 inches on the scale. The first amphibians, which was 395 million years ago, which would be at 15.8 inches on the scale. Then the first land plants, which was 420 million years ago, at 16.8 inches. And then the development of fishes, which was 485 million years ago, and would be at 19.4 inches on the scale. Then there was the proliferation of organisms with shells, 545 million years ago, at 21.8 inches on the scale. And the oldest large multicellular organism on Earth, which lived 580 million years ago, at 23 inches on the scale. Traveling farther down the scale, we get to the oldest fossils of eukaryotic multicellular life, which happened 1.6 billion years ago, which would be at 64 inches on the scale. And then the origin of nucleated cells, which happened 1.8 billion years ago, which would be at 72 inches. At 100 inches, there's the development of oxygenated atmosphere, which happened 2.5 billion years ago. And then at 148 inches, there's the oldest evidence of cellular life, which happened 3.7 billion years ago. At 4 billion years ago was the oldest rock on Earth, which is at 160 inches. And finally, the origin of Earth, which is 4.6 billion years ago, at 184 inches, which leads the entire scale to time to date.